Alright, so we have the auger set up the way we want it. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to climb up in the silo. I'm going to go up through the chute. I've got a rope hanging around my neck. And I'll drop the rope down. Actually, I'll drop the rope down after I drop all the pieces down. I'm going to take the pieces out. We'll take the cover off in 4 pieces. Blast that down through the chute. Nate will pull that out onto the ground here. And then I'll have him let the silo loader down. We can pull up the other parts. Got to pull up the clean chute and the grease gun. And then we'll get it set up. We're probably going to need him to come up in there to help us put the gooseneck on the unloader and get that set up. And he'll climb back down. We'll run this little bit of crap that's on the top of the feed. We'll run that out into the bay, get that out of here. Then we'll start running some good, nice, clean corn out of this silo. So let's go ahead and climb on up there. Well, we've made our way to the top. And it looks like it has settled about 3 doors. You can see the mark on the wall here. The corn was at about this point here when we filled it. We filled it, leveled it off, covered it, and we got one of our friends up in here. And then, yeah, so that's where we left it when we filled it. So we wanted to have it at least 2 doors down. We were 3, and it would have held a little more, but it ended up settling this much. So let's go ahead and get this cover pulled off. We'll cut the cover in quarters so that the piece is not too big to fall down the chute. It's a pain in the butt to do it. Another way that we could do it is uncover this whole thing, dump all the crap that's on top of the cover off, fold it up, pull it out through that door, and send it down the outside. But we're not going to do it that way, so we're going to cut it up into pieces and throw it down. Let's giddy up here. this is a little bit of a problem getting these pieces to go down when underneath it. Has he got that bag cleaned out yet? I didn't know, maybe you should turn that auger on for a second before the next piece comes down. Yeah. Maybe if that's completely cleaned out. Okay, I'll wait before I throw this cover down. I'll wait to hear that turn on. I don't want to have the plastic get caught in it. Yeah, turn it, let me know, and I'll wait here. Obviously, you're right. You can turn it on from the back of the building. Okay. Alright. I probably should have. Oh, okay. I'll send this next cover down, so don't turn it on. Is he still up there cleaning? Okay. Okay. I'll throw this one down and I'll wait to. Yeah. Alright. It's gonna take me a little bit to get it. Anyway. So, okay. Yeah. Well, that's how that's done. We've got two pieces thrown down already. The first one went down hard. It didn't want to fall down through the chute. Had to kick some corn over the top of it to get some weight on it to push it down. The second one, I had some pieces wadded up in it. And that one went right down. You can just about see the bottom of the chute there. Daylight coming in the bottom with the door being open. Wait for Nathan to get that piece pulled out, and then we will shove the rest of the stuff down here. We're in pretty good shape. The cover did its job. We've got nice corn here. So we've got to make another cut down through this piece, and then we'll throw the rest of it down. We'll cut a little bit of an angle here so that we're, yeah, whatever. So we'll get it. You'll see. Well, we've got the plastic thrown down the chute. Pulled up my pail of parts. Had a sandwich that was in the bucket. So we're eating that here right now, and Nate is letting the unloader down. So once we get this down low enough, he can come up in here and give us a hand getting this gooseneck put on there. And we can get after it here. So we'll join up with you in a few minutes. Alright, so we've got this unloader all ready to start running corn out of this silo. Nate's down on the ground. He helped me get this neck on here. We pulled the distributor spout off. We greased the unloader. We serviced it. It got serviced before it came up in here, and it got serviced again. We've got the clean chute on the spout. We're going to throw that down, and we're going to let him get that cut off. We leave that about 6 or 8 inches above the auger. It doesn't necessarily clean it, keep the chute too awful clean, because you've got all this dust that's rolling from this silo loader, and it ends up going out that door and it gets in the chute. The best thing that it does is it gets the corn right to the auger, and a majority of the corn gets to the auger. Then you're not relying on the funnel at the bottom of the chute to collect everything. So we'll go ahead, we'll throw that down, then we'll get him on the telephone and we'll have him turn this on. We need to run this a little bit. All of the material that was on top of the cover is now on top of the good corn. So we're just going to run that out. There's not much here really. We've got a little bit of black stuff around the outside, but the rest of this is good quality stuff. So somebody did a good job covering this. I don't remember who. Nate says it was me and him, but I think it was him and somebody else. Might have been me and him. So let's go ahead and throw that down. Hey Siri, call Nate. Hey Nate, that clean chute is all the way down there. Just cut that off, 6 or 8 inches above the flighting and the auger. And then you can turn everything on. That bay is clean, right? Just got some moldy stuff in there from what you already ran. Okay, so have you got your breaker turned on for the winch? Okay, you got to flip that switch and then have it so you can run the winch up and down from on the inside of that silo room there, the commodity bay. So, alright, I'll wait for you to get set up here. Alright. Hello? Yep, I'm ready. There goes the auger. You can let it down a little bit. That's good right there. You watching the ampers? gonna run good all by itself on the high side without raising it up at all. Then we'll have Nate shut this off and we'll go ahead and climb on down. We need to run a couple 3-ton out of this until we get down into the good corn that we can feed. And then this will go into, the high moisture corn will go into tomorrow's ration. Our nutritionist is balancing a ration right now with adding high moisture corn and taking out some dry cornmeal. He wanted to know what it was for moisture, and I said, well, the last couple loads that went in here were kind of dry, and I guesstimated it at about 27% moisture. So he's going to base that ration off of 20% moisture corn, and then tomorrow or the following day he'll grab a sample of it and get it actually balanced based upon the actual sample itself. So it's just getting around into the high side. Started pulling some of that nasty stuff into the center, and then it dropped it. Takes it to the blower, then the blower throws it out the door. You're really eating right there. Gear case, and it's pulling itself around the ring all the way around. These ring drive unloaders are a lot better than the surface drive wheel type. The surface drive wheel type are junk. Them damn things. It'll have a traction wheel on that other side. That traction wheel will run on the surface. When it runs on the surface, if the unloader gets into a rough spot, that wheel will just spin and it'll get stuck. Then you have to go up in the silo and you have to manipulate it to get it to move. Get it out of the hole that it's in. Pretty good shape here now. We're going to call down to Nate, have him shut this off, and we're going to go ahead and climb down. Well, we're down out of the silo, and Andrew's got most of these teeth back on, huh, Bob? Yeah. So he's getting them on there. Alex is going through, separating out the better teeth. We'll save those. We've got that silo running. We're running some crap out of it. And we'll clean that pile up, and then we'll start running some good stuff out. We'll probably throw those straights out. Alright, so that is just about gonna do it for this video. We ran out a decent sized pile of the crappy stuff that was on top. Pulled that out with the payloader. Garbage that, and now we've got some nice fresh corn that we're running out, and I'll feed that in the morning. Once I start feeding cows, I'll turn this back on and I will run this while I'm feeding cows. Every time I go from the payloader to the tractor, and then from one tractor to the other, I just come in here, let the sound loader down, and let it do its thing. So with that being said, that is gonna do it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you at the next one. Take it easy, folks.